Hey guys, it's Evan. Today we're running through Banished Cells, which is one of the other starter dungeons on ESO. I just want to give a quick shout out to Via Cuerdo on Twitter. So I hope you enjoy this video, Via. This is on normal mode, so I'm going to wait for the gold pledge to pop before I do it on veteran mode. We lost someone. So I'm just going to be showing you guys how to tackle each boss. Pretty easy dungeon. Alright, here we go. So the adds on this are pretty easy. You just got to make sure you group them up properly, because there's a lot of ranged attack and healers. So if you're the tank, it's a lot easier for DPS to clear the room if you group everything up really neatly. So I'm just going around tagging everything with taunt as usual. So you want to drag these scamps in if you can. We lost the DPS. And come down this hallway. So we're gonna go attack the first boss. Might kick this DPS. So you just want to kill the adds first. So this boss will do, I think it's an AoE attack, but you can interrupt it. So make sure to keep an eye on that if you're the tank. Like he's about to cast them. If you're not the tank, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the interrupt as well, just in case your tank doesn't actually do it. And if you're the healer, like this guy here, it's well worth attacking the boss instead of just standing there like an idiot. Oh wait, that guy's a DPS. Far out. So you're gonna find when you use Dungeon Finder, you get a lot of really shit players. You just gotta sort of push through that. See, these bosses should be dying in like a minute, maybe 2 minutes. I know our other DPS isn't here, but... Alright, so easy fight. It really doesn't take that long usually if you've got decent DPS. But this is one of the starter dungeons and I did go through Dungeon Finder. And you just head back up this way to our next boss. Just wait for this guy to port in. I might even just let that guy die. Nah. Alright, so once you clear this, there's 2 buttons on the walls. There's one over there and one over here. So just when I run up, hit the switch.
The keepers have enlisted an outsider to face me. Fools have fallen so low.
And it's going to spawn all these little Banekins. So the tank wants to get back to this blue thing as quick as possible before they spawn. Alright, the other DPS is coming, so this should speed up a bit.
There are easier ways to prove your bravery, mortal.
I really wanted to get a good group for this recording, but this is the 3rd time I've gone through Dungeon Finder, and this is the best group I've gotten so far, which is really saying something. Like, the other guys are so bad. So with this boss, all you want to do, if you're DPS, stay out of those red circles. If you're the tank, you can block them. And you want to pick up the shadow one as quick as you can. As soon as it spawns, pick up that shadow one because that's going to do a lot of damage to your DPS. So just keep this guy centered in this blue thing so it's easy for everyone to see him. And keep an eye out for those shadow ones. There it is. So you can see him charging up when he's about to make one of those shadow beams. Oops. Pretty simple fight. You just have to really pick up those shadow clan fears as fast as you can. And then head down this ways. Group them all up, tag them, make sure they don't get out of hand. And head down this ways first. Alright, so take out the ads first. And group up the casters if you can. It's a real easy boss. He doesn't do anything special, but he does have a lot of ads around him, so you just want to clear them out first. And back up the stairs. Down this way is to the left. Group up your archers. Now for this one, you really want to group up your scamps if you can. And watch out for the AoE attacks that scamps do, because that fire damage does a lot. So for this one, kill the scamps first. For the skeletons, don't really worry too much about them. Like, the tank does have to pick them up, but DPS, probably worth just focusing on the boss once these scamps are dead. So all this guy really does is spawn a lot of skeletons. So if the tank's paying attention, DPS can just sort of focus on the boss. So if you're DPS, watch out for the AoE. And that's it for that one. And come down here to the left. Don't worry about that pack up there, it's a dead end. But you do want to group up the scamps. And don't stand in the fire. So if you can, you want to group up these casters and the archers. And we come down here towards the last boss. Alright, so for this guy, see where he's standing there? During the fight, he's going to be spawning a lot of orbs. Like, what are they called? You know, those big snake women? Can't remember what they're called, harvesters or something like that. So those bubbles there, if they hit the boss, they're going to heal him for a fair bit of health. So all he really does is spawn those bubbles and do this massive fire attack. So you need a DPS over there, usually ranged is best for the orbs. So get someone to kill the orbs as soon as possible, and when he does that big flame attack, just run around for a little bit. It's a lot easier to dodge if you're moving while he's doing it. And that flame thing does a massive amount of damage, especially on veteran mode. So if you're the ranged DPS taking care of the orbs, you don't actually have to stay over there like that guy. You can help out with the boss, because those orbs are only getting spawned every minute or so, or every 30 seconds maybe. And that's it for Banished Cells. Real simple dungeon if everyone knows what they're doing. But this fight, this last boss fight, can be super messy if people aren't actually paying attention. And if people are ignoring those orbs, it can go on forever. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to check out the other ones. I'll be going through all the normal dungeons and all of the gold pledges as soon as they pop. So follow me on Twitter and subscribe to me on YouTube. Alright, I'll see you next time.